This is Ivan Baldwick for Chirpichat News. I'm reporting from the outskirts of Chernogorsk, where the situation regarding the Russian peacekeeping forces has deteriorated dramatically in the last 48 hours. What was once a tense but relatively stable handover from the Chernarus armed forces to elements of Russia's 15 separate guards motor rifle force, which Russia is calling a peacekeeping brigade, has now turned into a full-scale siege in the making. Nationalist forces have massacred in the...
Уходи, блядь! Уйди!
We're being accosted.
Уходи!
Excuse me, sir. My God, he has a shotgun.
Уходи! Я сказал, блядь, уходи!
We mean you no harm, sir. The civilian situation is tense, as you can see. This is Ivan Bornik for Chirpichat News. I'm currently reporting from the backseat of a battered yellow taxicab as we make our way through the streets of Chernogorsk. Excuse me, driver, how long have you been driving in this city?
3 years, 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
What do you think of the signs of the crisis, the looming siege? Out the window, right now, all we can see are, strewn plastic bags, loose trash people, the signs of decay, a ruined building right in front of us. What do you think of a city that you call your home being destroyed?
War is bad. War is very bad. I don't know anything outside the city. I just drive around here everywhere and I hear explosive around me and I'm very scared. I want to go back home now. The taxi driver job is good, but not good enough for money.
Okay. How would you describe the humanitarian situation? I understand that there has been some preliminary shelling of Chernogorsk. How are the local businesses keeping up?
They're very good. They're very normal right now. I don't know, look at this house. It's destroyed. It's one of my friends. And he's very mad. Look at it. It's the red house in front of us.
You have my sympathy.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Russian peacekeeping forces' plan to evacuate the micro-districts and bring people here in a humanitarian effort?
They're not doing a very good job. You look around and there's everything destroyed. They should leave immediately. Maybe that's a good idea for them and for us. Look at the city right now. Do you sympathize
with the nationalists at all?
I don't sympathize for anyone. I'm just a taxi driver. I just work here. I just need my job and money.
A simple and humble man. I can see
smoke? I give smoke. You want smoke?
I have my own pack of cigarettes, thank you.
Okay.
Here, you can have one. It's the least I can do.
I need to smoke.
I hear that people in the local city are sleeping in their basements. Do you have a house you can stay at? What's your plan when the inevitable siege comes?
I don't have no plan. I just drive around, maybe get civilians out. I don't know. It's a very bad war. You can see in front of us there is I think it's the Russian checkpoint. Yeah, look, it's the Russian checkpoint.
Well, this again is Ivan Baldwick, live from a taxicab. Chernogorsk seems to be still functioning, but only just. We'll keep reporting as we move along. Oh, just to our right, a wounded soldier, dead by the looks of it.
Oh, Russian army. Do you want to go more, or just stop here?
We hold here for now. I don't want to anger these people. They're armed and ready. Very good, Captain Ray. How are you?
Yes, okay. I think for the moment, coping quite well. I would like to say that my men are doing quite well at this time. We're in the process of trying to evacuate the civilians from this area.
And how is the humanitarian efforts for the evacuation of civilians in the outlying microdistricts? How is that progressing?
Hold one.
Legal ownership in Russia. Legal ownership.
FM, good copy. Keep on with clearance efforts. Just be advised we have press here. So if you want, just talk to them. Humanitarian efforts. Well, at this current time, we've set up multiple checkpoints around to try to funnel and keep collecting the civilians that keep moving our way. We currently have the bus depot under our control as well as the hospital, and we are trying to, under our security, and we're trying to keep everybody coming in, trying to evacuate as many people as possible, especially with the Napa offensive in the possible future. We want to try and get as many civilians out as possible.
At least 2.
That's very noble. Are you planning to reach all the civilians in areas where they are trapped? Or are some areas, neighborhoods, villages too dangerous now?
We will attempt our very best to go to these places, even if they are under hostile fire. We went to a village yesterday. Sadly, we were not able to get there in time, as we had several other villages to clear. It resulted in, sadly, several deaths. It was tragic, but it is something that we have had to sort of come to terms with, that we can't get everyone. And especially those people who want to stay, those who see themselves as Chernarus rather than Russians peoples and whatever else. And obviously, we are trying to get all sides out, but... Hold on.
Well, we'll hold for a second.
Okay, be advised, my men are taking sniper fire, so if you would like to move your crew into the supermarket over there, it'd probably be the safest for you people. But if you want, you can get some footage, just stay behind cover, okay?
We'll do just that, we'll do just that.
Get them out of here. Get the press out of here.
They're detaining someone with a shotgun somewhere over there.
They're detaining someone?
How are we?
Well, sir, this reporter and his cameraman are doing just fine, but, I mean, the state of the Russian peacekeeping forces, that's what I'm most concerned about.
Yes. We're absolutely fine, mate. No stress, no worries. The public is safe. We're here for peacekeeping purposes only.
What message would you give to civilians still living in the outlying micro-districts that haven't been evacuated yet?
Stay in your homes. You are safe, and we are coming to get you if you are needed to be evacuated.
We understand that just earlier we came upon some sniper fire from the hill. Do you think this high-tension situation with the Napa forces on, setting up a cordon sanitaire around the city will last for much longer, or will they collapse in for a full siege shortly?
I'm going to have to remain on no comment, sir.
Oh, no comment. Well, to be expected from the Russian armed forces. How are you cooperating with local and international humanitarian efforts? Right, the Red Cross, for example.
I think I am needed somewhere else.
You think you're needed somewhere else? Well, sir, we thank you for your time.
I'm very sorry. I need to run over, but. If you stay here or leave, I'll be back in short time.
Oh, we thank you for your time, nevertheless, sir.
Yes.
There we go, sir. Right, we thank you for your time. Thank you for talking.
Right, I'll see you soon. Stay safe.
Well, this is Ivan Baldwick. I'm reporting from a side street in the northern micro-district, just outside Chernogorsk. We were driving towards one of the evacuation collection points when our taxi slowed down. Our driver muttered something and pulled over. After talking to Russian armed forces, we came under some sniper fire, and sadly there has been a casualty. Napa forces seem to be closing in sooner than the Russians are expecting. This tense situation is now heating up even more. The victim has not been identified yet, and Russians have moved towards safer buildings. No one from the nearby buildings has come forward for comment or to collect their friend. Where the residents are concerned, they are hiding in their basements, and most are too afraid to even look out their windows. That is the human face of the siege that's rarely being shown. Columns of families are fleeing the suburbs and outlying districts. Checkpoints are being clogged. Trash and canned foods are strewn I have seen families holding on to children and any possessions they could as Russian forces are dragging them along the roads, trying to get them into safe areas. People dying in the streets, injured. The 15th Peacekeeping Brigade is racing to evacuate thousands, but I doubt they'll reach everyone. Incidents like this show how deadly the no man's land is becoming. Napa snipers most likely see us, but we can't see them.
Hey, get away from the BTR. I don't care where you are, get away from my BTR.
Is that we're press?
I don't care.
We're
Get away from the BTR.
What do you think?
You see that tree line right there? That tree line? That's where bad guys are shooting at us.
We're well aware,
between
sir.
the tree line and the
It's not safe for you to be in front of the BTR.
Duka, what are you doing?
Do you think Russia should be in Chernarus?
Yeah.
Is that the opinion? We see you're waving Russian flags. Is this the beginning of annexation efforts?
Everywhere you see a Russian flag belongs to Russia.
This is what I think.
Hello, sir. May I get your name and rank?
I am Corporal Andreevich.
I'm joined by Corporal Andreevich. He's from the 15th Brigade, formerly of the Motor Guards, now a peacekeeping effort. What do you think of Russia's involvement in the Chernarus conflict?
I believe we are right to be here. I believe our efforts are a positive to the people here and the people's safety.
The situation, of course, as you understand, is quite intense. Moments ago, you returned fire on a Napa sniper. Are you concerned that the intensity of the situation is heating up even further? That the Napa cordon sanitaire around the city will soon close in and become a siege? What do you think? What do you think about this? Are you worried? Are anyone you know worried?
Down. We gotta move. No, not personally worried. As seen just now, for every small effort Napa makes, we are capable of returning adequate force back and keeping them back.
And of the civilians that you have rescued and brought to the city centre, what were their reactions?
From what I've seen, they've been very thankful for our assistance, and they've been great and grateful for our help. And I dread to think what would have happened to them should we not have been there.
So you would say that this is no longer just a peacekeeping mission, seeing as how you are now an active, trading fire with Napa forces, that you're mainly here to protect people from the war that's coming to their doorsteps?
Yes, I believe ramping up operations is a necessary action.
Thank you for your time, Corporal Andreevich.
Always welcome.
The Russian army is so lying, man. They like to protect people, they didn't protect anyone. The people doesn't want to leave. If you saw the man with the shotgun in his home, protecting it.
We saw earlier that they seem to be confiscating weapons from local civilians. I think it was a soldier, a farmer, and his shotgun were being accosted, and the weapon was snatched away.
They cannot do that. They're not the police of this country. It's a farmland, and he needs to protect his farm area from wolves. There's bears in the mountains and woods. There's every dangerous thing in this area. He needs to protect it. They're not the police. They're just here for peace, and they didn't bring any peace to this area. You can see now.
Do you believe the peacekeeping force is unreasonably suspending Chernorussian civil liberties?
Yes. They're annexing this place. Even if they speak Russian, it just doesn't give them the right to take it.
More gunfire in the distance.
We see the war bring destruction, even if it's peacekeeping.
Well, How do you think the civilians still outside the city limits are coping?
I don't know about that. We need to ask the civilians.
What about your family? Where are they?
They're in, I told you, they're in Pakistan. I'm from Pakistan.
Oh,
I'm
excuse me.
providing food and money to them.
Are you perhaps
So now
worried?
it's hard, yeah.
Are you perhaps worried for your safety if Napa takes the city? I can't imagine the nationalist forces would be happy of a Pakistani man in Chernogorsk.
I don't know. I don't care about them. I'm just here for a job. If they don't care about me, I'll just leave. It's easy. I'm not gonna stay long here. I'll go back maybe to my country. Like I got a lot of money now. Very easy, and leave. It's not hard.
It's good to know you are not fearful of your safety. Although I would advise some extra caution out of personal concern. More cars at the side of the streets. Moving about here we have a checkpoint. Letting us pass.
They let pass only taxis, like buses, so civilian can go around. Oh, there they are. Oh,
Russian
okay.
troops
Maybe
are
they
repositioning around the city, it seems.
Did they leave the town? Weird. I heard there's another town called Novosikli, and
Yeah, we would be wise to check that out.
Okay, if you want to investigate it and make a press report area, okay.
It's hard to tell from here, but in the hills, occasionally you hear loud thuds. Hard to tell if that's mortar fire or heavier artillery.
It's the same. It's all explosive and it's dangerous for us.
Right.
Look, it's the Russian army.
They seem to be doing first aid. Snipers in the area, we shouldn't linger long.
There it is.
This is Ivan Baldwick. During some downtime and a smoke break with our taxicab driver, we stopped recording just for a second. As soon as we light up a cigarette, a sniper from the hills. Oh my God! Our taxicab driver is shot in the head. Instantly dead. We ran towards the safety of an abandoned building, but the situation is grim, friends. The situation is grim. I'm covered in broken glass, so is my cameraman Vasily. This is the beginning of the rout of civilization, a massacre of mankind. What was once a relatively stable handover from the armed forces of Chernarus to Russia's 15th Separate Motor Guards Rifle Brigade has now turned into a full-scale siege, apparently. We've seen Russian soldiers on rooftops, constant sniper fire crackling, and now, right in front of our eyes, a civilian has died. We barely got out with our lives. This reporter and his cameraman are counting their lucky stars. This has been Ivan Baldwick for Chirpachek News. It seems local Chudaki forces have engaged Napa militants. There's a full-on assault into the city.
Hey, don't steal his car, you fucking man.
That's our fucking, oh my God. Oh, sir.
Holy shit. You fucking bandit.
We've been left out to dry. He's crashed.
We're getting fucking killed. Please help. Oh fuck. Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out, man. This is my home. Go home.
There's a war going on, moron. Get to cover.
It's fucking Russians.
Sir, are you sympathetic? My God. Sir, are you sympathetic to the Russian help?
You guys are going to get killed. Get away from them.
Get on the wall. Get on the wall. Iraq, search him. HQ, this is Sort. Be advised you've been engaged by a technical to the west.
What's your name and rank?
Fucking steal car.
I'm Private Heroxia.
What would you say to the world right now? This is going out to Paris, Manhattan, London, Tokyo.
Keep moving.
You have a message to the world. What would you say right now?
It is going bad. We need the strength of our country.
A patriotic appeal in a time of crisis. Excuse me, sir. How are the evacuation efforts going?
Going good. We just dropped off a busload earlier. We're coming back for more.
Are you? Do you believe Russia has any right to be in Chernogorsk? Do you believe the civilians need Russia's help?
Task Force squad leader. I have no idea about Russian involvement.
Are you Chudaki then?
No, I'm not Chudaki.
Well, you're a Russian peacekeeping force, though. Am I correct?
Yeah, I'm a peacekeeper.
Peacekeeper. Is that mainly your? Do you see yourself primarily as a soldier and representative of Russia, or as a peacekeeper here to keep the civilians safe?
Myself as a savior. I see myself as a good person who's helping other civilians from being in harm's way.
If you have one message to the world, this is going out in Manhattan, Paris, Tokyo, London, Rome, Milan. What message to the world would you give right now?
Let's go.
It comes everywhere. Will eventually be everywhere. War has always been everywhere. War is anger. War is love. War is everything. Everything leads back to a war. I mean, look at the Garden of Eden. That was a war. That was a mini war, but it was a war. War between lies and truth. It was a war between the self-conscious and their actions. Everything's a war, my friend. Everything. And we, as peacekeepers, are here to protect those who are innocent from said wars.
A realist. Well, this is Ivan Baldwick. It seems that this soldier, for one, believes that war was always here on Earth. Before man was, war waited for him. The ultimate trade, awaiting its ultimate practitioner. It seems, Vasily, we're out of luck on moving into the city center. What's your name and rank, sir?
On you, Gabe.
Alright, move it.
Clearing the floor.
Fine.
What's your name and rank?
I'm Sergeant Sergei Ivanovich.
Well, Sergeant. Well, I'm Ivan Baldwick. I'm reporting from Chirpichak News. We're interviewing a sergeant, a squad leader. Can you give us an honest assessment of the current situation?
Get the fuck inside! Let's go! Get the fuck inside the apartment building!
Artillery fire!
Keep clearing.
Come on, Vasily,
Get the
hurry
fucking
up!
interior on the apartment now!
This is Ivan. I'm reporting from under heavy fire in the western districts of Chernogorsk. The fighting over the last 20 minutes has intensified dramatically. It seems Napa is in the midst of a full offensive, from intermittent sniper fire to mortars to now heavy artillery and a general offensive. We were just conducting interviews near a checkpoint where Napa Faunches launched a coordinated attack. Heavy artillery walking across this district. I can see multiple impacts of apartment buildings. Civilians are caught in the middle of this nightmare. I just saw a family sprinting towards our position, carrying a child.
Hey, get the fuck out of it. Go.
Hey, it's fucking dangerous. We're in a combat
We need
zone.
you guys to
Fire,
leave.
fire.
Press
You need to get out the,
here, sir.
you need to get out the area right now. This is a fucking danger zone. Get out the area now.
Follow it.
I knocked out multiple rebels for my squad leader, and I'm very happy to be here protecting civilians.
Well, sir, I'm glad you've mentioned that. We've interviewed some civilians, and they're saying that Russian peacekeepers are abandoning the suburbs to Napa, risking many civilian lives in the process. What do you think about that?
I just drive BTR. I command BTR.
I'm a squad leading.
And I make sure that the vehicle goes from one place to another.
Oh my fucking god, bro.
I got trained in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia during the socialist period.
Do you think the 15th Brigade can sustain this level of operations and evacuations during a siege?
Come with me really quick. Jump over his head, alright?
What I do is I drive BTR from point A to point B.
He drives the BTR, man.
My Russian's not so good. I'm sorry. I'm Kazakh. But I train in Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia.
Tell him to be a grandpa.
He drives a BTR. What's going on here? What kind of sham are you running, asking him all this stuff?
We're reporters, sir. The world has a right to know what's happening in Chernogorsk.
I know, but like not everybody's a fucking university student. You're asking him about like
for what it's worth,
you know.
My mom and dad are from Tajikistan, but we grew up in Kazakhstan, and then I go to Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia for tanker school.
Loves talking about Ulaanbaatar.
Sir, this is going out all over the world. Ulaanbaatar, Rome, Milan, London, New York, Paris. What message would you have for the world of what's going on right here?
I drive BTR from one place to another.
Yeah, man.
And I do a very good job. My squad leaders say I do a very good job. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit emotional right now. I've never been on camera. Hi, Mom.
Camera, turn on the camera.
It seems the Russian so-called peacekeepers are in the business of censoring the press. They've demanded our SD cards. We barely escaped with the footage. We're under heavy suppression by Napa forces. I doubt that the 15th Brigade can last much longer in its current position. They cannot sustain this level of operations. Civilians are not being evacuated. Civilians are dying. We've already received reports from some individuals that Russians are executing some civilians that they deem as troublemakers. We've come under fire from both sides. Explosions happening all around me. I'll say this as a personal statement. This reporter is not sure if he'll make it out of this situation alive. Right. We were conducting interviews here near the micro district where Napa forces, they've launched a massive offensive. I can see BMPs moving up the street. I can see multiple impacts on apartment buildings. One of them that we were just in, just right next to us, only a block away. Tracers streaking through the sky. The 15th Brigade returning equally heavy fire, with the exception of artillery. It's being sustained. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. This intensity right now, it's unlike anything seen before, just minutes ago. This no longer feels like sporadic harassment. This looks like the beginning of what might be a very quick effort in the Napa offensive that will drive Russia out of Chernogorsk completely. It seems the gunfire is dying down.
We're never leaving Chernogorsk, boy.
I believe we're safe for at least another minute.
We're here to stay in Chernogorsk, alright?
A helicopter dropping off aid and perhaps ammunition as landing in a civilian football field. Harrowing scenes. A place where once children played and enjoyed themselves, now turning into a munitions depot. I'm seeing Russian columns of BTRs and other vehicles heading into the city center. I've seen scenes that are so chaotic I cannot describe them. According to what we've been told, the increasing intensity of Napa attacks and a particularly accurate sniper has, and sustained artillery fire has forced 15th Brigade to consolidate its forces in the city center. Several positions have collapsed in the western and northern suburbs, and they have been abandoned.
Hey, fuck you, all journalists are fat!
Fuck you, man.
And you can turn camera off for this one, but I will personally see to it the National Party, mark my words, will forcefully evict Russian peacekeepers from Chernogorsk region. Their heads will be cut off like watermelons.
You believe in taking up arms against the Russians here then, sir?
Yes, I do, because they are the ones who come into our country with arms and round up our people in concentration camps, a lot like Holocaust.
Well, the commander of the Russian brigade seems to think that Napa are endangering the lives of the civilians by, by instigating the siege in the first place. What do you think of that?
The Chedekaze are the ones who are responsible for all this violence. If you recall, there is a hospital siege in Chernogorsk some months ago, where Chedekaze stormed it and killed a member of a political party who was going to go into the court and testify against Chedekaze, and they kill him. They kill him in cold blood. Why? Because he had information about this. And then there's more informations about this. You know, Chedekaze firing the artillery from outside the city in the north. They're the ones who are firing the artillery. They're the ones who blew up this beautiful city.
Any comment?
Only that I sympathize for the civilians so much. It seems we're coming along towards the center. Gunfire seems to stop. I would bet, Vasily, that Napa are going to be in this center very shortly. Perhaps a full-out attack. Right behind me, the IDAP headquarters in the Chernogorsk city center. Inside we can see many civilians being given food, water, medical aid, mostly non-perishable goods, nothing warm or filling. The International Development and Aid Project, not Russian humanitarian groups, but rather an organization with affiliation with the United Nations, is here in Chernogorsk. Russian humanitarian aid seems mostly geared towards evacuating civilians here. A silver lining in an otherwise terrible conflict. Just next to where we interviewed a man who said he was a Napa militant embedded in the city, we see a monument to the Chernorussian effort during what they call the Great Patriotic War, with a Cherdaky flag planted on top of it, symbolizing their ties culturally and maybe in the future politically to Russia. Chernogorsk, as ever, divided. This is Ivan Baldrick. I'm reporting live just in front of a checkpoint under heavy attack in the northern approaches to Chernogorsk city center. Just seconds ago, our wheel has been shot out by fire. Russian forces from the 15th Brigade behind us are reinforcing their positions in the city center, abandoning their outer positions. Napa fighters launching a fierce assault on this checkpoint. They're taking heavy fire. They're exploding. We're under heavy fire. Mike, we're under heavy fire. The Napa militants are attacking with what I believe to be small arms fire, RPGs and grenades. There are no Russian armored vehicles anywhere to be seen. This scene is absolute pandemonium. Right, thank God, run, Vasily! At the northern approaches of the city, under heavy fire from Napa militants, there's a dead body just to our right. Russian forces no longer evacuating civilians, but fighting for their very lives. Let's see if we can see any. I'm positioned near the northern sector of Chernogorsk, Russian peacekeepers right behind me are fighting house to house and street to street. Sandbag positions and barricades have been thrown up ad hoc around key buildings. EMPs and BTRs are firing directly down avenues and into mountains, while infantry take cover behind the BTRs and in doorways and behind ruined parked vehicles. The defense is becoming increasingly desperate. The defense is becoming increasingly desperate. Women are being carried past me to makeshift aid stations in the Central Administrative District. Civilians are nowhere to be seen. They're either hiding behind. We're being approached by a Russian soldier right now.
Sir, come with us. We're going to keep you safe, okay? There's a fucking large group of terrorists coming from the north. You're not safe, I can assure you. Come with us. You need to come with us. You need to come with us now, okay?
We don't have a choice.
Let's go. Follow me. This way. Let's go. Let's go. Keep going. I think it's what we planned. We never planned to stay. We came here to rescue Russians, and that's what we've done. You know, we're protecting the people of Chernarus, protecting our Russian brothers. I think there's nothing wrong with what we've done today.
What do you think of sympathetic elements to happen here in the city?
I think anybody sympathetic to the Nazi dogs like these, they're disgusting and they shouldn't be here. And I hope the CDF do their best in liquidating them and ensuring the peace and security in the region.
Alright everybody, come on, let's get moving. We get
Come and hop
the
in the bus with me, let's go.
fuck.
Come and hop in the bus.
Hey, you want to see a story? Come with us.
Here, right here.
They're evacuating civilians. They're all piling into the bus. One of them is with me in a green tracksuit. Sir, what do you think of the evacuation? He's shell-shocked. He can't comment. The 15th Brigade is putting up a fierce resistance, but they're clearly fighting a losing battle here. They have their backs against the wall.
Down, get the fuck down!
Down!
Get in cover, get in cover.
Ignore.
My point has been proven.
Hey, press, get inside, it's not safe out there.
Do you believe that Russia is here to stay, or will they respect Chernorussian sovereignty?
I believe they're gonna set up a puppet government with the Chudakis, and they're gonna probably stay. They're gonna be doing a role like this, what they're doing right now.
Well, this is going out. This will go out to across the world. Tokyo, Beijing, Rome, London, Paris, Madrid, New York, Ottawa, Melbourne. What is your message to the world as a civilian trapped in Chernogorsk?
We need help. We need humanitarian. We need fucking everything. Sorry. Sorry for my language. We need everything.
You can swear. You can swear. We'll censor that.
Okay. All right. We need everything, man.
The other one blow up.
You need food, medicine.
We need we need fucking everything you can send.
No enemies approaches. Friendlies will be.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Yep.
It's about process.
We have hastened into the IDAP building, and more people are joining us in painful exodus. Behind me I see sad, weary women, their children stumbling and streaked with tears across their cheeks. Men, bitter and angry, and perhaps on a softer note, Dickensian even, the rich rubbing shoulders with beggars and outcasts. Dogs outside are snarling and whining. The roar of BTRs and military trucks out there, here and there. Wounded soldiers as helpless as the rest. Never before in the history of this reporter's life have I seen such a mass of human suffering. This is no disciplined march. It is a stampede without order and without a goal. Thousands of people, unarmed and unprovisioned, are driving headlong, potentially, into a massacre. I can only describe it as the beginning of a rout of civilization, a massacre of mankind.
This is where we are, Gab.
Turn that camera off for a second.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. If you want any chance of getting those fucking SD cards, you better mention how we've been helping people. How the suffering's coming to an end because of the Russian courts. I better see an interview right now.
I don't know
I've been
about this, man.
we've been embedded with Russian forces this entire
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I've not heard much positivity from you about the Russians. Let's make that happen. That camera better be off.
I've been more than thankful towards Russia's forces. I have a duty to remain journalistically impartial. What do you think about Russia being here? Do you believe this is a righteous cause?
Of course it's a righteous cause. We're protecting the Chernorussian people. You know, our brothers in arms. Not just in arms, but in blood, okay? And that's why we're here.
What do you think, because I've seen...
I'm not here for an interview, okay? I'm not here for an interview.
Well, sir, humour me for a second. I have seen many pro-Napa civilians, elements within the city.
Dirty cockroaches, that's all I say about them.
Cockroach?
Need to be liquidated, fumigated from existence, because frankly, Nazis like them have no place in our society.
Has Russia been, as you say, liquidating these people?
We have only been liquidating those that cause us harm and cause the Russian people harm. If you mean us no harm and you have opinions against us, that's fine, but we won't provide the aid that you require. We've been giving people a choice. They can come with us to safety or they can stay in the war zone where the Nazis are just going to kill them. You know, we've been giving them that choice. We've not been working against them, we've been working with them in every possible way.
Do you figure that Russian humanitarian missions have been successful here in Chernogorsk?
I say they've been very successful. We've rescued over 200 civilians in the past 2 hours, you know, across these 3 areas. We've suffered no casualties in doing that, and we've liquidated a large number of Napa insurgents. You know, what we're doing here for Chernarus is unprecedented. You don't see the UN doing this. You don't see the US doing this. You know, we've been greatly beneficial for this nation, and we always will be. We'll remain in solidarity with the Chernarushian people and ensure that their continued existence mutually supports both nations.
How would you assess Napa's capabilities and intentions at this moment? Do you think more attacks are incoming, or
capabilities? They're like a playground gang. They have nothing on the Russian army. Yeah, we're here as peacekeepers. 15th Brigade. We are experienced fighters. You know, some of our senior leaders here fought in Afghanistan, and this is nothing to them. It's sweat on the wrist.
Are you anticipating a major coordinated attack by Napa into the city, or are you expecting them to break off in the coming days?
I mean, just the idea of a coordinated Napa attack is laughable to everybody here. You know, I think all of my men here would agree that Napa's incapable of mounting a coordinated offensive.
What is being done to reach the potential hundreds, if not thousands, of civilians potentially still trapped in the outer micro districts?
Every available effort's being given to them, and that'll be my closing words to you.
Thank you very much. They've just intimated that the hospital is overrun.
I don't think we should let those guys leave with the SD cards.
It seems the humanitarian situation is worsening against what they're telling us.
SSD card, they're gonna take it.
Listen, they won't search me. Give your SD card to me. We'll swatch it out.
I got backups.
Well, give it to me. They're not gonna expect it on me.
What direction contact?
Is it true? Is it true that the hospital has been overrun?
No.
More obfuscations.
Castanet 3, what units are here at the hospital?
Yeah, strip 2. I'm about.
Yeah, you're not transmedics left.
These good Cubans.
Yes, from Cuba. I went there. I went on a trip. Yes.
I see. Glorious country, Cuba. Glorious.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. Say, why don't you escort us so we can get some B-roll?
Escort you? These Napa terrorists, they shoot you if they see you. They hate Western journalists.
We just need to go outside for a quick sec. We just need some B-roll.
My commandeer, he tell me you don't leave this side of building.
Bus depot, prepare yourself for attack here at the bus depot. Prepare. Hey, I need a few guys up here watching south. Possible militants coming from south.
It's getting pretty critical right now.
We can make a run through here, jump to the right. What do you think?
This is the third time that Russian forces have shrunk the perimeter. We're at our wits' end here. Napa is about to overrun the entire city. We're under heavy mortar and artillery bombardment. And by God, there's a woman lying there. I hear a baby crying. Vasily, I have to go help it.
Go.
Wish me luck.
Let's go.
No!